What's going on, everybody? Monotui back at it again, and this time we're doing something a little different. This time, instead of playing singles, we're going to be playing some VGC 2020, and the reason is because I've been playing a lot on the Battle Stadium ladder. I've been playing a lot of Battle Stadium doubles, and it's been really addicting, and I'm kind of looking to get into VGC. Which I've said for a little while, but this is like, I don't know, the first meta that's been really fun so far. We're going to be using a team that Kelly Under the Radar made and has his own YouTube video for, which I will link in the description below if you want to check it out. But it's based around Sableye, Duraludon for the most part, and obviously you have Dracovish, Arcanine, and then you have Rillaboom and Weezing, which will bring usually a little bit less often, but in a game like this, it's actually going to be pretty valuable. Please keep in mind, just a little disclaimer, I am in no way familiar with VGC, or how that works, or I'm not really that familiar with VGC, so if you see me make some misplays and you're a hardcore, VGC veteran from like 2012, please be nice to me. By the way, looking at my opponent's team, it looks like a variant of Indeedee Trick Room with Bronzong instead of Hatterene, which is most common. Definitely Rillaboom is great. I think Sableye Duraludon's fine. Definitely I want Rillaboom in the back. And then it comes down to, do I want Dracovish or do I want Arcanine? I think I'm going to want Dracovish. The question then becomes, do I want Weezing to ignore this ability? And actually, I'm going to lead Duraludon, Rillaboom, Weezing, Usually, you want Sableye, and Sableye's not bad here. The only thing that concerns me is that when he has his Indeedee instead of the Psychic Terrain, I will not be able to Prankster Willow anything, bar the Bronzong. Like, I can knock off a Berry, but after that, Sableye's pretty much useless. So I'm going to leave it in the back, as he does end up leading with the Bronzong Gastrodon. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to double up into the Bronzong slot, as I assume his Gastrodon is going to go for Protect. I'm not all that afraid of Gastrodon. Let's see. I assume it's going to Protect. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, because obviously I could have hit it with a Drum Beating. But either way, we'll double up into the Gastrodon. He is going to Earth Power my Duraludon. Not all that big of a deal. The Max Lightning did 35 to 39. So I believe that will knock him out on the next turn, because it's Electric Terrain boosted now. And I'm going to go for it there, and then I'll just click the Drum Beating on the Gastrodon. He actually goes hard into Rhyperior, and we are able to get rid of the Gastrodon. We do get a crit through the Rindo Berry. I'm not sure if that mattered. It depends on its spread. But either way, it's gone. Let's see what he wants to send out next. I'm not all that afraid of the Bronzong. So we'll see what else he has. There's Rotom Heat that's a little annoying. But okay, he's going to send Bronzong back out. Totally fine. Again, I will just Max Lightning the Bronzong, and I will just Drum Beating the Rhyperior. Rhyperior should go down, even though, you're probably weakness policy, so you should go down to the Drum Beating. I could double up into it, even, but I don't think I have to. Obviously you're not Rindo Berry, because the Gastrodon was. He's going to Dynamax. Oh, I see. I see where we have formed an issue here. Alright, well, either way. Dracovish gonna come in, and something's dying right now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Vicious Rend the slot, or Ham. He can only kill one. I don't even think he can kill Dracovish. I want him to target Bronzong with the Dracovish, and I'm going to knock the Rhyperior. Okay, well, either way, Bronzong's dead. So that play works out. He can't ally switch anymore. The reason why I went for that is in case he ally switched again. But either way, this should be a relatively easy win. I just Vicious Rend you, and I'm going to knock off the Snorlax's Berry. Excellent. Vicious Rend will knock out the Rhyperior. He's going to Curse Up. That's not going to matter. We're easily going to be able to knock you out with these two attacks. In fact, I'm pretty sure Vicious Rend is going to straight up knock you out. We are Sea Incense. Does a ton of damage. Yeah, Drum Beating goes first, and then Vicious Rend easily going to be able to knock out the Snorlax. Great. So he got me a little bit with the ally switch, but me being able to prevent Trick Room was really nice, so that he wasn't able to do too many shenanigans with his Rhyperior. He might have actually been a little better off to not ally switch, because I probably would have procced the Rhyperior's weakness policy. which is something I should have considered. But Dynamax is still new, and I keep forgetting that, it's a thing that exists. But either way, my opponent has, I assume, Gigantamax Butterfree, Snorlax, Goth, which is kind of annoying, but I think this is the game. Sableye Duraludon is just fine. At worst, I speed tie with the Como. Weezing doesn't really do all that much. Like, it's kind of nice to deal with the Mimikyu, but that's about it. I think Arcanine's not bad. I should outspeed the Drill. I think I definitely want Arcanine. And then definitely Dracovish in the back. Dracovish outspeeds everything bar the Mimikyu and the Como, and I can hit things hard with Vicious Rend. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to fake out the Butterfree, though he should Gigantamax. And then I'm going to Wormwind the Como. Actually, do I just double up in a Butterfree? No, I don't want Como doing spooky things, so I will Wormwind the Como, and I will attempt to fake out the Butterfree. If for whatever reason he does not Gigantamax, obviously I'll be able to break a potential Sash and, prevent him from doing anything, because he'll flinch, obviously. And then getting rid of Como is also kind of nice. Obviously he can't Quiver. He could Airstream, but I do have Quash on my Sableye to negate that. He does not Dynamax, which is fantastic. I wonder if this knocks out the Como. It does. That's fantastic. If he wants to go out into his Excadrill, I do outspeed it with my Duraludon. No, I don't. Right. Alright, well, I don't outspeed it. However, I will be able to... Okay, and he just forfeits. Okay, I was going to say I was going to be able to burn the Excadrill slot and Max Lightning the Butterfree to knock it out. Because then, if he wanted to go for Max Quake, it wouldn't have knocked out my Duraludon, but... Either way, that works out. We're going to pull away with the win there. Let's hop into another one. In case I didn't say it earlier, Kelly is totally responsible for building this team. I gave some suggestions to changes that we tested, but neither of them really worked out. This is essentially the team from start. It's been changed a little bit. Like, we had, like, Psychic Fangs over Draco Meteor, but Draco Meteor is nice in case you get burnt, and it's nice for opposing Dracovish. Looking at my opponent's team, you have Surfetch'd, Mimikyu. Braviary is a little bit annoying for this team. Reason being is usually just Lumberry, because it's just able to deal with Sableye. So what I'm going to do is lead Sableye Duraludon, and I have to prioritize it, so I'm going to hit it with a Max Lightning initially. So we got these two. Weezing's actually not bad, and I'm tempted to bring it. Yeah, you know what, I think... How big of a threat is Rotom? I could bring Rillaboom. I'm torn between Rillaboom and Weezing, because I definitely want Arcanine. Like, Dracovish is kind of nice, but also kind of not nice, because it gets outsped by everything. We're going to go with Weezing. We're going to try it out. I'll put the timer on this boy. Duraludon obviously can put in a lot of work. Duraludon's pretty much the main piece of this team. It's what you're going to want to Dynamax the most often. So he does end up leading with the Rotom Braviary. Again, I'm just going to double prioritize the Braviary. Actually... Well, I mean, obviously, hang on. Because I could knock the Rotom, but I think I can do that next turn, so I will attempt to just Willow and Max Lightning it. I don't want to go for Wormwind because obviously this thing has access to Defiant. Ideally, he stays in to just try and Max Knuckle my Duraludon while Rotom is unable to do any significant damage. And again, ideally, he is not Lumberry. Yeah, that's my play. At worst case scenario, if he does go for something like a Max Airstream, I can quash it afterwards. So he does go for Protect. Smart play. He does, however, just Volt Switch out with his Rotom, which is not boosted by Electric Terrain. I gotta stop switching terms. But it's not boosted by Electric Terrain because he is obviously in the air. So whatever comes out now, if it's faster than me, like Mimikyu. In fact, actually, why don't I just burn that? I'm going to burn that, and I'm still going to Max Lightning the Braviary, which I believe will knock it out. And he actually doubles back into Rotom, which is fantastic. So Braviary is dead. We get rid of, again, one of the bigger threats to my team, because whenever they're Lumberi, they destroy me. And we get a nice little burn onto Rotom. Not that it matters all that much, but could still be nice. I think I'm just gonna burn the Mimikyu and Steel... yeah, I'll Steel Spike the Mimikyu. Like, he can protect, but I'm still gonna Bust Your Disguise with my Dynamax move. And obviously, he'll be able to knock out my Sableye, which kind of sucks, but I will then be able to get an Intimidate off onto the Mimikyu. It actually goes for Electro Web. Not a bad play, but again, we did boost our defense here. Yeah, so I will burn Mimikyu to make it much less of a threat, and then I will go for Dragon Pulse on the Rotom, as he actually just switches out into Surf Fetch. Okay. I mean, I missed the Willow, which sucks a lot. Either way, I do have an Arcanine. So I can Flare Blitz the Surf Fetch and just Flash Cannon the Mimikyu, and I think we'll be just fine. I do have Speed the Surf Fetch. I will be able to knock it out with this hit. I forgot Scrappy blocks Intimidate now, which is pretty cool. So he protects the Surf Fetch, not that big of a deal. I'm able to tank that hit very easily. And now what I'll do is Flare Blitz you, so that you don't kill me. And I believe Dragon Pulse kills you. If it doesn't, not that big of a deal. So yeah, Mimikyu goes down. And let's see, Surf Fetched will also go down. Fantastic. So all he has left is the Rotom. And he is just going to forfeit. My Duraludon's also evolved that, so it would have been able to deal with the Rotom 1v1 easily. I also had the Weezing, which could have taken one hit. I could have E-speeded the Rotom with my Arcanine for some chip as well. So we pull away with another win. This team is fantastic. I've been having a lot of fun with it. As Kelly will explain in the video, he does have his team up for rental if you want to use it on the Battle Stadium's ladder. But it's been really cool. I'm really surprised that nobody, and I mean like absolutely nobody, is using Sableye. Like, I watched Aaron Cybertron's video on like how to do VGC or whatever. Sableye wasn't even a Pokemon mentioned in like the returning mons that could be good. When I think it has a lot of potential. Like, look at his team, for example. I can burn the Dragapult, I can burn the Corviknight, burn the Excadrill. I can quash things to make sure that I go first. I can quash the Dragapult so that Duraludon goes first. I'm going to lead with Sableye Duraludon again. Arcanine's kind of nice, but also kind of not nice. Rillaboom is okay. I think Dracovish is good, as long as I quash the appropriate things. I like Arcanine because I will be able to hit the, I'll be able to outspeed the this and the this. And it deals with Whimsicott. I outspeed, yeah, I'll bring Arcanine. So my opponent opts to lead Corviknight Whimsicott. What I'm actually going to do is double up into Whimsicott, because I'm not all that afraid with Corviknight. And I'd rather him not get up the Tailwind. This play is to deny Tailwind, as well as, again, I'm not very much afraid of Corviknight. Like, he's going to Dynamax, so it's not that big of a deal. We will be able to knock out Whimsicott. Excellent, no Tailwind for him. We do get our defense raise as well, so even if he's Max Knuckle, we'll be able to tank it. He has Max Steel Spikes, which actually ends up doing a lot of damage. Again, I can burn the Corviknight, which is something I will do. I'll burn it, and then I will hit it with a Max Lightning as well. Actually, I'll attempt to burn it, and then I will... Yeah, I'll Max Lightning it too. Because I don't mind if Sableye goes down to the Sylveon here. So he's going to Max Knuckle me, but again, he's burnt. I'm +1 defense. That does absolutely nothing. You can Hyper Voice. I will be able to tank it, but I do have the Dracovish in the back, which will be able to knock Sylveon out with the Fishious Rend, and again, I can just Max Lightning the Corviknight, which I believe it will not knock it out. However, it will be doing a ton of damage, and we are able to get rid of the Sylveon. We still outspeed the Corviknight, which is fantastic. He's going to Airstream my Dracovish, but we tank it due to the fact that, again, he is burnt, and his both of our Dynamaxes are going to end. So we'll see what he has out next. If it's Excadrill, which it is, that is a bit of a problem. However, he can only kill one of me. Well, I guess he could potentially... No, he cannot kill both of me because Dracovish is able to tank it. Nice. So we will be able to... No, he outspeeds me now. Is that his speed tie, or am I dumb? Lol. I think... No, I outspeed the Excadrill, so we're still fine. I Flare Blitz the Drill. because I am speedy. Obviously, I intimidate myself, but that shouldn't matter. It'll still knock out the Exegil. There should be nothing that Corviknight can do to me that will kill me. And again, Arcanine does outspeed you. We are able to knock you out. Did you Brave Bird me? Because we did win the game, unless you crit me somehow and won. Nope, we're able to live. Corviknight knocks himself out with the Brave Bird. We're able to pull away with another win. Team's working great. As you can see, we've used, I think, every mon in this live. I really think we've brought Weezing, but it might not have worked. So my opponent has Butterfree plus Trick Room, it appears. This is a matchup that is actually pretty scary, but what's nice is that he doesn't have Redirection. Unless the Butterfree gets Rage Powder Hand. Let me double check that. I'm not super familiar with all the VGC moves yet. Butterfree, Rage Powder. You do get Rage Powder, okay. Does that go first, always? Let me see. Slash DT, Rage, Powder. I believe it goes first. Priority 2. What's Fake Out? Priority 3. Okay. I know I should know these things, but that means we're going to lead Sableye, Duraludon. I need Arcanine for that that Torkoal. And I also want Dracovish for that Torkoal. And also, obviously, I have the access to this. So, what's nice is also I can actually fake out... I can double into the Hatterene just in case he's Babiri Berry. Because Duraludon's ability Stalwart ignores redirecting moves. Which is fantastic. In worst case scenario, he decides to Dynamax an attack with Butterfree, which he does not. I will be able to do a ton of damage to this. Let's see. Oh, he's not even Babiri. Okay. I mean, he's going to put me to sleep. Oh, what if I max Lightning there? I guess, well, at least we deny Trick Room, which is very, very important. So here... Actually, a bit of a problem. Either way, though, he has no ability to get up Trick Room. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Butterfree solely so that I can break the Focus Sash onto it. And then I will attempt to wake up and get some damage off onto the Torkoal. We miss. That sucks a lot. Thankfully, he goes... I mean, I say thankfully. He goes for Quiver Dance there. I will attempt to Will-O-Wisp the Butterfree again, and then I will attempt to Whirlwind the Torkoal again. Thankfully, we land this time, and we actually wake up, and we're able to get the Max Whirlwind off, which is fantastic. So what I can do now... I can go out into my Arcanine... And I can just double up into the Butterfree. Flare Blitz and T-Bolt. Because he can Dynamax, but he can only hit one of me. Actually, he's probably going to go for the Arcanine. So what I'll do is I'll E-Speed into Thunderbolt. And ideally that'll be enough to knock him out. I don't think it will be. Oh wait, well, he actually... Alright, so yeah, he Sleep Powders my Arcanine, so I made the right play there. He's going to go for Eruption, but it's not going to knock me out because he's extremely weakened at this point. What is your last Mon? It is Snorlax. Okay. I'm not really afraid of that. I'm going to attempt to Flare Blitz it. And I'm going to knock out your Torkoal with the Dragon Pulse. Ideally, he does not protect. No, he does not. Fantastic. So we're able to get rid of Torkoal. And he is going to hit up my Arcanine, which is totally fine because we're going to be able to tank it. What's great also is that Sun ends next turn, so that my Vicious Rend will be doing a ton of damage to him. I'll be just going for the Draco to just get as much damage off onto the Snorlax as possible. And we wake up, so we will be able to do a ton of damage to him. We actually miss the Draco, which might be better because I don't activate his Berry. I think I just CC and I Vicious Rend. I don't think he can win either way. So yeah, he's going to get his Berry. But either way, this should put him in range of, yeah, like you get, he also didn't knock me out. I'm sorry, I keep skipping turns. It's just a habit of mine that I always do. But either way, we'll be able to knock out the Snorlax now. Fantastic. We got a little bit lucky with sleep turns, and by that I mean we didn't get screwed on sleep turns. But that's going to be another win. I don't think we have lost yet, which I'm very, very happy about. I'm going to work on trying to build my own VGC teams. Again, I'm pretty new to the format, so I still struggle with the building aspect, but I've been playing enough now to where I'm getting an idea of what is run on the opponent's side of the field, and obviously I have a decent understanding of this team. This is a very offensively scary team. I think Sableye Duraludon is fine. We've been considering putting Berry and Weezing to check Hydreigon, which is the biggest threat to this team, unfortunately. You're gonna lead with this, okay? I think I will do the same play and double up into Whimsicott. No, he's going to Dynamax his Whimsicott. Okay. That's interesting. So he wasted his Dynamax. Like, to do 33% to my Duraludon. Which means he can't Dynamax with Hydreigon, which is fantastic for me if he did bring it. He should have brought it, because that thing destroys my team completely. Here comes Snorlax. Not a big deal. There's no Trick Room on his side of the field, so this is just a regular old Snorlax. He's going to go Dracovish. So I have the option. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Wyrmwind the Dracovish and just knock the Snorlax. He could be Scarf, but he is not, and he actually lives, which... That's got to be AV, right? That's incredible. He's Life Orb. Wow, that's just a bulky Dracovish. Wow. Alright, so we get rid of the berry. He's going to click High Horsepower. Not that big of a deal. What I can do now is just Steel Spike the Dracovish. Okay, he's going to forfeit. Fantastic. We're going to get one more. This is going to be the last one. I think that's like 7 wins in a row. Which is great. I did not expect to do that well with this team, because the team's very, very solid. But obviously, my opponent didn't bring Hydreigon, which I think is a little questionable. Hydreigon absolutely destroys this team. Especially because it's running Flash Cannon for fairies, and which just destroys Weezing. But my opponent's team, annoying is the way I would describe it. I assume that's Trick Room Dusclops. I'll lead with the standard Sableye Duraludon. I think it does pretty well versus his team. I would love Dracovish in the back. How does Weezing do? Weezing's okay. I think I'd rather have Arcanine, but then I'm weak to Gastrodon. I can burn the Klinklang, and I should live a Gear Grind. So I think I'll go Weezing. Yeah, so here immediately I want to burn that Klinklang, and I will go straight for the Wyrmwind on the Arcanine just to lower its physical attack. If he has the Togekiss, I can Steel Spike up on it afterwards. Once I Dynamax, I will also be able to live any hit from Arcanine, obviously. So we land the Will-O-Wisp on Klinklang, fantastic, though he is Lumberry, which is good to know. He's going to burn my Duraludon, not a big deal, because I am a special attacker, and we are able to get the attack drop onto the Arcanine, not onto the Klinklang, though, because of the Clear Body. Again, I'm fine with doing the same thing. In fact, I kind of want to Steel Spike, because that should kill... That will kill Arcanine. Or I think it will kill Arcanine, and I want that defense raise, so I'll go for it. And he goes Togekiss. I'm a genius. So Togekiss is dead, unless he's Sash. And if he is... Did it just live naturally? Yeah, it did just live naturally. That's impressive. Again, same exact play. Will-O-Wisp and Steel Spike. Because I do have speed with my Duraludon, guaranteed. That's smart. Should have taken that into consideration, but again, he's not going to be able to kill the Sableye, and we still are going to get rid of the Togekiss. And we're at +2 defense, which is fantastic news. So he does have Gastrodon. Again, just going to burn the Klinklang. I think I'm going to double up onto the... I'll double up on the Klink... Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Well... I think I have to go Vish, and I do want to still double up onto the Klinklang. I hope this kills. It's still a pretty strong move. It's still strong jaw boosted plus, T-Bolt. He's going to Dynamax. I thought he had already Dynamaxed. I don't know what is wrong with me. So I think we're going to pull away with a loss on this one, unfortunately. Hang on, I can Protect, and I can burn the Klinklang. I don't know if Protecting will help, because it'll still hit me through. but it shouldn't kill me. Yeah, we tank it, and then ideally we land this, which we do. He's gonna Earth Power, we do live. And then I Vicious Rend the Kling Clang. Hope to God that it kills. And I protect with my Wheezing in order to potentially deal with the Gastrodon later. So, we don't even live, so there's no point. Alright, we're gonna take a loss there. I'll get one more. I don't want to end it on a loss. That matchup's a little tough. I definitely should have brought Rillaboom. And obviously him being Lumberry on Kling Clang helped it out a lot. I underestimated that thing. Should have also... Did I have Arcanine? I should have brought Arcanine as well. But now we know. Kling Clang's a threat. So my opponent has hard Trick Room. Honestly, I kind of want to lead, like, Dracovish Duraludon, but I'll lead these two. I'll bring Dracovish in the back, and then I will also bring Arcanine. Again, Gastrodon. Gastrodon plus Vileplume is really annoying for this team. I'll bring Rillaboom. Alright, so this is what my opponent brought. I will double into the Oranguru because I don't want him setting up Trick Room. And I can't fake it out because it more than likely has Inner Focus. It could be Telepathy, but I feel like it would be Inner Focus, obviously, to dodge Fake Outs and guarantee that Trick Room. But again, I'll just double up into it in case he's Focus Sash, as well as I don't believe my attack will knock it out anyway with Duraludon. So he's going to Dynamax with Rhyperior immediately. Steel Spike is going to go out, which will raise our defense, and then the knockout. Oh, it's Colbur. That sucks. Actually sucks a lot. Well, either way, I can burn the Rhyperior. Yeah, I'll burn the Rhyperior. And I will also Wormwind the Rhyperior. I don't want to Steel Spike it because it's more than likely weakness policy. I could knock out the Oranguru, but I actually want to delay the Torkoal coming in. Torkoal is a major problem. We are able to burn, which is fantastic. He's going to Max Knuckle me, gain the attack boost, but again, that's not doing really anything. And he's going to go for Foul Play, which, again, not that big of a deal whatsoever. So, what I can do now, I can knock off the Oranguru just to get rid of it. I don't mind the Torkoal coming in now, because I can quash it and hit it with the Max Wormwind, which does work through Trick Room. Oh, so he actually switches. Did he go hard Torkoal? No, he goes hard Gastrodon, which is fine. I'm very happy with getting that damage off. We don't even knock out the Oranguru, which is hilarious. So we get a ton of damage off on a Gastrodon. Fantastic. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to quash the Gastrodon into... How much did Wormwind do? I'm pretty sure Dragon Pulse will knock it out. I'm going to quash and Dragon Pulse it. Because Instruct's going to fail. We're going to get rid of the Gastrodon. He's not able to recover. That's a big threat gone. He only has one more turn to Trick Room. I'm going to quash the Torkoal. And I'm going to Dragon Pulse it once again. Because Instruct, again, is going to fail. We're going to weaken its Eruption a lot with that hit. Duraludon's still going to go down because it's Life Orb. However, it's fine. It's actually fine because I have Dracovish, which will be able to knock out the Torkoal. So I'm going to knock off the Oranguru, and he's going to forfeit. Alright. Yeah, because what I was going to say is I can knock off the Oranguru, and then I can Vicious Rend the Torkoal there. And we would have been good. Obviously, Eruption's not going to do anything to Dracovish. I don't think it would have... How much did Eruption do previously to my... Sableye? Yeah, so it did 52. He's 10% weaker, so it probably wouldn't have knocked out my Sableye, so I would have been able to live the hit even if he Instructed. And then I would have been able to knock out the Oranguru and then knock out the Torkoal. So I think we went like 8-1 with this team today, which is really, really solid. Like I said, check out Kelly's channel in the description below if you would like to get the team code and try it out for yourself. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did enjoy. It helps out a great deal, and I'll see you next time.